There we go. Oh, crap. Full window. Okay, that looks better. Now you guys can see everything I see. Sometimes I have to tweak the graphics because I have an ultra-wide monitor, but I don't want that to be like that on stream because stuff will be cut off. Finches are cute. Are they like real little? I think I might know what they are. Nate is now our official chat. It's an orni or omidologist. Is that what a bird does? Holy crap, Spider Monkey.
1,000 babies.
Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. Lots of ads. Lots of ads? What do you mean? Like the ads you get when you first jump into a stream? I'm not qualified. Yeah, I'm not qualified to do any kind of bird stuff. So we are going on a boat to go to our family home. Oh, looks like we hurt our hand. Ads for bits. Oh, gotcha. You know, Twitch stopped letting me look at ads a while back. How do I actually turn the page? I don't know the controls. Spacebar? No. We're having a problem. I don't know how to... Oh, there's no controls. Alright, we're just gonna brute force this. How do I actually open this thing? E? No.
A lot of
Oh,
this
I
doesn't
hold it
really
down.
make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that.
There we go.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning.
What?
With the house.
Look at this thing. I will not be dehydrated. That's true. You have spent much time with the birds, Nate. Does the stream title show up as the right game now? Looks like it does. So, you see that weird looking structure in the background?
I lived here until I was 11,
It's our
but I
house.
wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
This game's got such a cool story. So you think I'm looking away from Tetris for a second look to look at birds? Not a chance. I was never the best at Tetris. My mom and sister could always destroy me at Tetris. Ooh, I should challenge Andy at Tetris during the stream. I have that Puyo Puyo Tetris on the Switch. We could do 2 players.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
7 years ago. Probably bills. Yeah, Puyo Puyo Tetris on stream, yeah.
I hadn't
I
been
think that'd
back
be cool.
since my brother Lewis's funeral.
How do we open this? Oh, there we go. Automatic. And I'll be asking you guys this a lot, but how's the audio? Because
In a
every
will,
game's different.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Wait, do I go that way? Or this way? Oh, we might be able to do that. Yeah, if you guys have that Puyo Puyo Tetris and we play it, we can actually do kind of community game with that too. I'll have to get friend codes
I
and
wouldn't
stuff.
have driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
I wonder what that other way was. It's a deer. He gone. See ya. Audio's good, Nate? Thanks.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
I freaking love that style. Now I understand why they don't let you turn on subtitles. It's like
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
it's integrated into the game. Very stylish. Aha.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's freaking massive.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
In this
Now,
game,
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
from what I remember,
I was afraid of the house.
this game goes pretty smoothly. There's not really a lot of places you get stuck, necessarily. Just go through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I just kind of tried that for fun. I think the front door was locked. Let's see, the soundtrack to this game is so good. It's a great experience. It's emotional, too. I freaking love this game. There's a couple, without spoiling anything, there's a couple scenes. This game has a lot of, like, out-of-body experiences. They're really cool, and some of them are pretty heartbreaking.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Graphics are really good for this kind of game, too.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I love Chinese food.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That's one problem with Andy being celiac, only not being able to have gluten. Almost all Chinese food has gluten by default, but luckily Andy loves Chinese food, so she learned how to make amazing gluten-free Chinese food. Shit, I'm gonna start practicing Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I don't need to. You'll probably dominate us anyway. I hardly play Tetris, but I do enjoy it. See, you're lurking, Diddy? Thank you for the lurk. See you soon.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ew. Oh wait, no, it's Chinese food. I thought those were worms for a second. It's probably noodles. Check out the wheelchair. It says Eddie? Edie?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Edie. Tell me if you enjoy Puyo Puyo Tetris after we battle. That sounds scary. Old food is gross. Seriously. And 7 years? I would have thought there would have been more maggots or mold or something in there.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I would have taken the TV. If
Even
I'm
the
abandoning
fireplace
the house.
had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank. Ruh-roh. And also, it'd have to be Puyo Puyo Tetris on the Switch, because I don't think it's cross-platform. Barbara. Oh.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Check it out. That's a Bigfoot in the background there. You see that?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Dang it. We have the wrong key.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
From all the woods experience, Nate is the premier Bigfoot expert. That is 100% Bigfoot. Oh, look at that. It looks like it's all like cocked around. Isn't that caulking? That kind of like that goopy stuff? Cascaboom! How's it going? Good to see you. The stuff in the boxes looks like chopped up hot dogs. Oh, that does, huh? It's, if you look at it from certain angles, it does. They're definitely peanuts, but they kind of look like hot dogs based on the color. Builder's foam. Okay. Alright, so we're not getting in there anytime soon. Upstairs we go, I think. I mean...
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That's kind of cool. Sometimes this game controls my view, so I don't miss any of those subtitles. I mean, I didn't learn about birds, but I had to play Tetris against someone, and Bigfoot was there. Was Bigfoot a good Tetris player? Check out that saw. I think it's a saw. That looks sweet. It has like artwork painted on it. Let's see. I don't know about all that, but I'm doing all right. I would bet my life on Nate if anyone's playing in the wild type survival game with him. I agree. He was in the woods for so long. Yeah, see, look at all these locks on these doors. Those are cool. Sven Edie. So it has their birth dates and when they passed away there.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
But we do not have a key, I don't think. It's been so long, I don't remember how to get in these rooms.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Did any of you guys have rooms in your house growing up you were not allowed to go into? Gregory. Oh, 1976 to 1977. 1 year. Or less than a year, maybe. This Calvin only lived to be 11.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Let's see, not really. My parents didn't want me in their room. Yeah, I don't think I had any rooms I was never allowed to go into growing up. They say you're pretty decent at survival games. Oh, of course you are, Nate. The only game I play survival-wise is usually Don't Starve, and I just follow Andy's instructions. That's the only way I can play that game. But you were allowed in there sometimes. Yeah, I never got in trouble for going into any rooms. My grandparents did have rooms we weren't allowed into. I'm guessing like a lot of expensive things that you could break, maybe. Oh, check this out.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Look at those sideburns. They're taking over his face. That's awesome. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Hey, I see Bigfoot in the background. I see another Bigfoot. Damn, rich folks having multiple rooms in their house. Our room is technically a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but you could make it 4 bedrooms if you really wanted to. Which actually, later on in the stream at some point, I'm going to show you that mystical 4th bedroom, which we turn into, like, it's near our entryway. We turn into the game room, where we have all of our board games, my arcade, and my pinball. I'm going to show you those off later. We've talked about it a lot. This is the perfect stream to actually do it. Let's see, what CPU should I battle? I don't even remember the names of the CPUs in that game. Oh, there's a cord going up here.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Everything is ordered off. Where can we go? We didn't try this way yet. There's a room open. I want to check all the rooms though. This one was Molly, 37 to 47, 10 years old. A lot of kids.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
12-hour stream, baby. Where's the finger food at? Hey, Linz, how's it going? Welcome. I know, I'm definitely going to be snacking a lot. So, I'll try to mute the mic, but you might get some ASMR in there.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
These rooms look freaking awesome, by the way. That's an awkward, placed carpet right there. You would think there might be something underneath that, huh?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Can we open that up? I wonder what this key she has is.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Has anyone read that book? I have not. Let's see, we only come for the ASMR, John. We've had this talk. I thought it's the puppies. You guys just come for the puppies. I haven't, but it's on my list. Oh, nice. It's a good book? Oh, check that out. The book's hollowed out. That's probably sacrilege to a lot of book fans.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
But that was a really cool entryway.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
It's a pretty cool painting right there. Spoiler alert, it takes place under the sheet. Now I don't have to read it, Spider. I know everything about that book. There's a tea party going on here, huh? Stained glass window in a house? That's pretty cool.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
This is a game you get a lot of the storytelling just from playing the game and observing everything. It doesn't force feed you everything.
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Don't you mean stainless glass? Oops. Thanks for that, Relentless. That was a slip of the tongue. Oh, check out these mouths. Is that like a mask or something? Stainless glass. What would a stainless glass be?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
So is this...
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Whose room is this again? It's good to remember where you're at. Or like a little ant house thing. Do you guys have those as kids? I used to love these. We're in Molly's room right now. Okay. Molly was the one I think that lived to be like 11 or 10. Oh, yep, I could see right there. Molly. That's a cool pillow. It looks like an octopus. I just kind of like soaking in all the details. Hamster. Weird story. Oh, are those hamster turds? I used to have a hamster as a kid. Jellyfish, John. Is that jelly? Oh, yeah. That's more of a jellyfish. So I had a hamster as a kid. And my little brother, he must have been 4 or 5 at the time. He got the hamster out of the hamster cage and tried to take it out to play with the cat. The cat that we had 3 cats at the time, but the cat in particular didn't do anything to the hamster. The cat was cool, but the hamster just like had a heart attack or something, just keeled over and died right there. Super sad. I don't know. I think hamsters are prone to that. They don't live super long anyway, but I think traumatic experiences can kill a hamster pretty easily. The cat was just kind of like, didn't do anything to it. Rest in peace, Mr. Hamster. What did I call that hamster? I think we called it Christine, but we usually called it Chrissy. Jellyfish are satans of the deep. Kill it with fire. Those are the guys that sting you if you touch them, right?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's kind of neat. It had like a inside the drawer place to go. They are beautiful. I have seen them at aquariums. They're pretty cool.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Check out that artwork. That's painted on like a tree stump. This is like a shrine, isn't it? That's kind of creepy. You learn a lot about the family members just by looking around their house or their rooms. Let's see, when the wind blows one into your eye. A jellyfish in your eye? What? How the heck does that happen? Let's check out this diary. Yeah, diary.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
See, now we're playing as Molly, kind of living through Molly's eyes. Let's see. Well, commercial fishing and you get so many jellyfish and the deck is windy. Oh, dang, Casca. I could see that. Oh my gosh, that would be traumatizing. Satans of the deep. Gerbil food. Wait, is she gonna eat gerbil food? Let's see, I'm back, but I gotta go grocery shopping later. Oh, just a tragedy. That's all it is.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
It's a carrot? Is it weird that my name is also Molly? I did not know that, Grilled Tomato. Nice to meet you, Molly. That's not weird at all. Molly's a cool name.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
They lock her in her room. How does she go to the bathroom?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Molly's just freaking hungry. She's like Susie from Bloodstained. This room's open.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh no, don't eat the toothpaste. What are you doing? I don't think that'll kill you, but it'll definitely make you sick. Wait, your parents didn't lock you in your bedroom? Never been locked in a bedroom that I can remember. Molly is reincarnated Susie. This is Susie as a child. Is that plastic or is that real?
I ate a lot of things that night.
It's probably plastic. What are you doing, Molly? Oh, don't eat anything out of the toilet.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Don't eat the bird. I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, good. Don't do it, Molly. She just inhaled an entire tube of toothpaste. I know. This girl's gonna have a tummy ache.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
That bird's getting away. Oh, even her window's locked.
And suddenly,
She's a cat.
I was a cat.
This game's crazy.
I tried to be
Come here,
quiet,
bird.
but the bird was really scared.
Oh, how do I get up there? There we go. Come here, birdie.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Well, that's kind of cool. I never looked in these windows last time I played it. Damn people in their healthy childhoods. Let's see, if its mistletoe wasn't plastic, then that was super poisonous. Ruh-roh. It would be better if it was actually plastic, huh? Oh, it was real mistletoe. Oh, jeez. I will be on as late as I can and then lurk as it's 9 p.m. here. Not sure if I can stay awake all night. Yeah, you probably can't do that, Chibi, but I appreciate you trying. It's going to be rough for me after about 6 p.m. or so. Actually, the thing I'm most worried about is my throat. Let's see, Monkey. Nightmare King Grim. Are you talking about the Tetris game still? Kill it with fire. Let's see, it's 11 p.m. for me, but I took a nap earlier so I can stay up. Nice. Good thinking. Where'd that bird go? There it is. Come on, I just want to be your friend.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Ooh, pissed off kitty, huh?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Where'd he go? I lost track of the bird. Oh, it's in Hollow Knight. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
So the question is this all a figment of her imagination, or is she actually climbing trees as a human child?
I gobbled her up,
Oh, crap.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
This is so cool.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
teeth in the grass, you say? So we're looking for a mouse? This is a lot to understand.
Rabbits.
Oh, where's a rabbit? There it is. Come here, rabbit. Oh my god, that's hard to control. Got one.
I imagined his face looking up and
Ooh.
seeing mine through my talons.
Oh,
I swallowed
owls are
him up,
vicious.
and I didn't chew one bit. Then
She's a
I flew off
shapeshifter.
to find something bigger.
Something bigger. What would an owl eat that's bigger than a rabbit?
A mama rabbit.
Oh, the mistletoe could be hallucinogenic, huh? Getcha! Dang, this owl is efficient.
She was almost too big to carry. I
She's a
started
witch.
choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? Oh, dear God. That's painful. I thought we were gonna fall in the water. You are one heartless hunter. Yes, she is. Molly's hardcore.
I rolled off the
Ow.
cliff and into the ocean.
Would
Now,
that shark even
I was
survive that?
hungrier than ever.
Saw a fish down there. Shark Simulator. There probably is a Shark Simulator game, isn't there? Oh god, grilled tomato. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. I have a niece. Oh my gosh, I hear that all the time when I hang out with her. Oh, there we go. Now we can go down. You have to rush to aim your nose down. Crap, where did the fish go? There it is. Come here.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, seals. There's one. Come here.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Yeah, if you like toothpaste, I bet a seal would be delicious. Do you need another seal, Molly? How hungry are you? This game is nuts. No, I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse. I wonder if this would be easier with... oh, there it is. It's still... Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, I missed it. I wonder if I would have better luck with a controller. Oh, it's fast. Come on.
Grabbed on tight.
There we go.
But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes,
Now what is she?
everything had changed.
Tentacle. Are we octopus? Oh, we use the tentacle to
Now I was a monster, and
Drag
I smelled
ourselves.
people everywhere.
a monster. That's awesome, Diddy. We're the Kraken. That Christmas music?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yoink. Molly is so hungry. Where's the music coming from?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
The drunken sailor. This is for you, Spider Monkey. right? Drolshenka, who's in this channel a lot, she's played it, and she streamed it before, but I've never tried it.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington
Oh my gosh.
send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
You see, you think Muffy has come to realize that when she hears your voice, John, she can half expect to see a puppy on the screen. Aw, because she just ran over and hopped up to watch. Oh, that's so cute. Does she actually like look at dogs on TV and stuff and recognize like, oh, that's another dog? It seems like our pups, they don't care about what's on the screen usually. It's what they hear. If they hear a dog, that'll get their attention. Every once in a while they'll watch TV, but it's pretty rare. Yes, give Molly kisses. She's such a sweet puppy.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
It's kind of funny, because Molly and Georgie, you know, being like kind of white, fluffy dogs like that, kind of remind me of each other. Georgie is almost like the evil version of Molly. So angry.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Or Muffy. Molly. Did I say Molly? I meant Muffy. Too much Molly in this game. Yes, Andy's hiding. She swears that she will be in the stream later, probably after our dinner time. She's going to be productive and get some stuff done earlier. Unlike me. Oh, we're just going back through these again. Okay. Oops. How do I get out of here? Yeah, so he was building this badass house.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
And it just got destroyed by a storm. Now, he had a pretty quick one. His was more of just like a short history lesson. Some of the people that most of the family members have little mini games, kind of like Molly. Oh, there's her pills. It must have been Tuesday.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Louis died a week before we left, but
Louis.
Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Didn't quite finish that one. It looks cool, though. How crazy is it they have their own family cemetery, though? Like, that's not very common. Yeah, only for really large, very traditional families, I think, do that. This is where we came in, huh?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
A mole man. I think that's a parody. There used to be a funny, like, old magazine that tried to, like, have really silly stories to get people's attention, and they had one about a bat boy. It's like a very famous old picture.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr. Oh, check out some of these other tapes. My Friend Bigfoot. I think that's your tape, Nate. Random Junk. Home Movies. Conspiracy Now.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
A 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Edie's badass. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do some community games. Well, I want to do a Jackbox early on while we have the people that can, you know, be on during this time, and then do another one later on tonight. Oh good, that one's open. Whoa, holy pink Batman. Is that supposed to be a mirror? Because it doesn't work very well. Edie sounds like a champ. A little fire won't scare her. Oh, here's another book. There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. That bathroom is full of germs. There was a bunch of cleaning stuff too. Let's see, can we do a Discord call too, John? We totally can. Maybe, I don't know how we would work that in. It's tough to do that when we're actually playing a game, but we could try it.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
Oh, this is so cool. It's like a pop-up book.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Whoa. I want a house like this.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Let's see, I am cold, so I'm going to lay in bed while I watch the stream. Is it nighttime for you, Monkey? Crank that heat up, man. That's the one nice thing about summertime, is if it's summer where you're at, and it gets too cold, usually gas, if you have a gas, whatchamacallit, like central heating, it's usually really cheap this time of year. I know here in California, water is super expensive in the summer, and the price goes down in the winter because there's so much more rainfall and stuff. Milton. These secret passageways are so cool. Let's see, probably around 8:30 onwards, so I can join in. Oh yeah, we can totally do the final one for Jackbox stream after 8 o'clock or 8:30. All right, whose room is this? Fort Calvin. This is Calvin's room. How old was he when he passed away? Must have been a little kid. California droughts. That's right, Diddy. Although we had so much rain earlier this year, I'm surprised we would have any kind of drought conditions. Let's see, it is 4:24 currently. Oh, like in the afternoon. Yeah, we could do like a little Discord call in between games. That'd be neat. The only tricky part about Discord calls, we tried to do it once before, and it's tough in a game, is getting everyone's sound to be good quality. It's like a balancing act, but we'll play with it. Let's see, I'm walking home from work tonight, so it'll be around 30 or 40 minutes of walking. Walking late at night in Canada? You sure you want to do that? I'm just kidding. To command center. How do I get over there? I need to, like, unhook this thing, huh?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
A twin?
and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
So he must have had a twin brother, Calvin, that passed away when he was young. Let's see, I think it will work well during Jackbox for a Discord call. That might work. We tried that one time, and I think, Linz, you jumped in there. It doesn't get dark till 10 p.m., so I'll be okay. Okay, good.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Ooh, we're on a swing. I freaking
My brother
love
said
swings.
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral,
That's
we
sad.
swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Whoa, this is almost making me feel like I'm on the swing.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
That is the most dangerous swing I've ever seen.
But that day,
Right off the
he
cliff.
finally made up his mind to do it.
Which, for me, I always like
I
to jump
told him
off of
going
swings.
around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Dude, that's like a double dare. You can't tell someone you can't do something. They'll try to do it.
Tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Whoa. Has anyone ever
then
gotten
maybe
around
he'd
a swing?
still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Whoa. I've gotten close, but I had to bail.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, he did it! Oh, wow.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Right off the cliff. He became a spaceman.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar.
It's 3
When
down.
I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
What the? is this game, man? 10 out of 10. I have a new retirement plan. Become a spaceman. But don't do this at home. Any of these stories, kids, don't do at home. Yeah, that's the thing. That placement of that swing is absolutely psychotic.
After the funeral,
It's beautiful.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's where you put like one of those little swings that has like a canopy on top that you can't go more than like a couple feet either way. That would be a good place for that kind of swing. Not like a legit playground swing.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I always liked swings that had like a sand pit underneath it or nearby because it was fun to jump off and just land in the sand. Or on the beach. Swings on the beach are a blast. It almost feels like they're trying to make accidents happen. Yeah. I mean, kids are like that in general, I think. Always doing stupid crap. But where are the parents? What is this? Oh, how cool. Butterfly. Seriously, I want this house. And the parents are the ones that put the swing there. That's true. But whoever built this house is a genius. Kids are just being kids.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Oh, what's in there? Oh,
They'd
we got in there.
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Booze. Okay, we've been here before. This is just the hallway. So we need to go back in there. There we go. Our family's cursed, so I might as well speed it up. If you know what's gonna happen. I see, my guess is the parents are just refusing to keep the last kitten. They half-faced one. It really upset Joe. Oh no! Yeah, I remember that. So you've had that kitten for a while now. That's a bummer. It would have been nice to keep one.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
This is one of my favorites. Here's your Bigfoot, Nate. She's 11 weeks old. Yeah, usually you get rid of kittens like around 8 weeks, right? Barbara Finch. My friend Bigfoot. So that was her big starring role. Yeah, we have to find secret passages into every room because of how they sealed up all the doors. Or maybe they think they're cursed because they keep doing stupid things and getting into accidents. And they're like, well, might as well all go. 8 to 10 weeks is when you get rid of them, Linz.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, 3D glasses. Anybody ever use those Red Blues 3D glasses? They were so janky, but they kind of worked. Not like VR now, but, you know, it was something. Dreadful Stories. I love that cover. That reminds me of, have any of you guys seen Creepshow? There was 2 of them. They were like horror movie anthologies. The style of that cover reminds me of that. Is there anything else to look at in here? I don't think so. Let's see, I used them for a bunch of movies when I was little. I think I still have a 3D pair of glasses. It came with this big box set of The Nightmare Before Elm Street that I have. I forget which movie it is. It's like number 5 or 6 has like a section that's all in 3D. The whole movie is in 3D, just maybe like 15 minutes or so. I love Creepshow. Heck yeah, Relentless. Also today, I learned that the very first heavy metal knitting world championship, has taken place in Finland, and I wanted to share this information with everyone. What the heck is a heavy metal knitting championship? There's a Chinese saying about, if it would be prolonged pain, let's end it with a short pain. They perhaps ate too much Chinese food and took a fortune cookie to heart. They did like Chinese food. Thank you for sharing. I'm now planning a trip to Finland. Exactly what it sounds like. Just like heavy metal, but they're like, are they going as fast as they can? Is it like a speed contest or something? Speed run knitting.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
This is totally Creepshow.
Old Jack here with
Love this.
another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
This is probably my favorite of the
As a
backstories.
child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at
It's a good scream.
16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Beastie Con.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better.
Not that
I
great.
think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
That's a good scream.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a cable saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Aw.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Uh-oh.
That came from the basement.
You're
Sounds like
right.
The Purge.
Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The
This is so
secret
cool.
is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
That's a cool voice.
She reached for the music box.
Okay, I have a second to read chat. Let's see, I'll see if I can find a video on YouTube. I saw one on Facebook, and if I do, I'll post it in Discord. Say, oh, you shared it. Nice, I'll check it out later. I mean, I like both heavy metal and knitting, so I would actually want to see it. I'm just curious. That sounds insane.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
That's a cool way to hide a key. That's Halloween, isn't it? Seriously, how cool is this?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I freaking love the Halloween music. We can fight if we need to. Bloody handprint. Oh, look at that
The
creepy
gang's
ass
leader is the
thing.
infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Impaled and ate his family. That's where Sven cut his hand. It's really dark in here.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
There's something in the fridge. Is it our boyfriend?
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Uh-oh.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep.
Oh, that's messed up.
watching the late picture show. Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
And we're playing again. It's so well done. Let's see, I like this backstory when I played this. I think this is one of my favorites. When I heard the Halloween music, I just got amped up. Oh, that's not ominous. I think that's our costume from a roll. Which one's Walter's room? This one?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
No
He
scream.
was quite smashing. And his pain was he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, perfect.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Well, where the hell is Walter?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Oh crap, he's gonna hear it, isn't he? Ooh. Did we take him out?
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Got him. Thank goodness for that roller skate. I think he's in here.
The hookman
Where'd he go?
had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Dude, that's kind of creepy.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
What?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
That's creepy.
With her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
The boyfriend.
And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time.
Ah.
He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
God. So it's actually very much like Tales from the Crypt also. Oh, the book even has an ear on the back? Or the comic book? That's gross.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So what really happened to Edie then? Let's see, you know what my take on this game and the Finch family as a whole is? They're either super reckless or subconsciously are sabotaging themselves, and they make up these stories to find meaning and make sense of what happened to their family members. That's an interesting take. I like that. Oh, Reputation 1, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Have you played this game before, Reputation? It's so well done. I played it years ago, but everybody in the stream, I've had a lot of people mention they want to see this one. And I thought it was perfect for our 12-hour stream because we can actually knock this game out in its entirety in one sitting. It's not super long. You did play it. It's so good. It's been a long time since I played it. Wow, is that a birthday cake? How has it been there for like 7 years and it's still working? Hey guys. Airbrush. Let's see, it's still free, right? Wait, when was it free? I don't remember. Was it free on the Epic Game Store or something? I know they've been giving away a lot of free games for free. Relentless. That's what I was looking for, guys. A funny thing. Whoa, you're doing a 12-hour stream. Congrats. Hey, Rainbow. It's good to see you again. Thank you. No, I'm excited. We're going to knock out a lot of stuff today. The game is 7 years? It has been around for 7 years? I forget when it came out. I thought it was more recent than that. I thought this came out like around 2017, maybe? Maybe 2016? Where do we come in here? I think this was it. I guess we need to... Oh, we know where a hidden key is now because of that cutscene.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because there's a key hidden in there.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
The famous one. Oh, probably heard you wrong. Oh, sorry. Let's see, I actually got to be mod in a stream that was interviewing this voice actress. This game is quirky. That's a really cool stream. How was the interview? I've never actually heard anything about this actress beyond hearing her in this game. So, basement key, we have to go downstairs for that, obviously. Yeah, we are only an hour and 7 minutes into this stream. Although, I say 12-hour stream, it's going to be closer to 11 because we started the timer like almost 40 minutes late, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, it's tricky to do this with the mouse. Can I do it with the keyboard? Kind of. So you keep going, and eventually it comes out, right? There we go. That sounds like quitter talk to me, John. We'll go the full almost 13 hours. That was on me to start the timer as soon as I started the stream. Instead, I was having too much fun doing the giveaway. They have a pool table in the basement. That's pretty cool. Although this is not very man cave-ish style, you know? Who wants to be playing pool while you're doing laundry? Let's see, if you have a big mouse pad, it's easy. I have a pretty decent sized mouse pad.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I was almost thinking about switching to a keyboard and mouse. Let's see, her name is Valerie Lohman, and she was super nice. The voice actress for Kate Marsh interviewed her. Oh, how cool. Wait, so were you modding Kate Marsh's stream? I was going to say, if she was doing the interview, maybe Kate Marsh is the one that actually streams?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
That is so freaking cool, Rainbow. I had no idea that she streamed too. Not to brag,
maybe she was hiding
but we're
presents.
pretty nice. That's a weird flex.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
This is supposed to be a fridge? It's like a bomb shelter. I think you can get this game on PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah, Reputation. Hey, Therapy, it's good to see you. How's it
remember
going?
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If
least-
there's a pattern in all these stories,
At least the electricity still works in this place.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, that's sad. Here's another one, Walter. He got pretty far. Look how old he was. That is a magnificent beard. Oh, this looks like a
Goodbye,
will.
everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
So they were
Having a
shaking,
schedule, living for today.
and he got stuck in here.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
What the hell was that he was eating? Pears? Peaches?
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
It's like just constant earthquakes. Let's see, none of them get very far in this house. I wonder if it runs on a generator. It seems like the power should have been turned off. That's true. We didn't turn on a generator, but maybe that happened before the game started. They'd have to have like a gas generator, you know? Let's see, just came back from some Night City riding. Oh, that's so cool. And I also put the stream timer right here so we can keep track of how many hours we've been going. Oh yeah, how's
Even
your
a
room
monster
going?
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
A monster?
Almost friendly.
More peaches. I'd get
And
sick
then
of
one
peaches
day,
very quick.
everything just stopped.
Oh,
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
what is happening to this guy?
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
That is
I'm
the same
done
one,
waiting.
Relentless. Maybe
I have
he's
to leave.
scared of a
While I still
monster.
can.
That's why he's hiding down here, because of those monsters that got Barbara. Oh, look at all those nice spices. Where do I go? It's really dark. I see a crutch. Oh, there's that guy's crutch up there. I missed that. Let's see, maybe a war. He's hiding underground. Yeah, we don't know what country this is in, do we? But he might just be insane. Oh, here we go. I have to leave while I still can. Yeah, so what year is this? 8 minutes until the next giveaway. What are you talking about? I didn't say that, Spider. Let's see, what is this game? So Therapy, this game is called What Remains of Edith Finch. What we're doing is we're playing Edith, that's basically exploring a house that she used to live in as a kid, but mysteriously had to leave when she was very young. We haven't really seen the backstory of what happened there yet. She's going around this house and exploring all of her family members' rooms. Every room is locked up, so you have to find these like hidden passages to get room to room. And then we're finding like diaries and just different mementos from our family members, and it gives us backstories of what happened to them. Everyone has a very tragic story. Let's see, he did mention monsters behind the door, yeah, Relentless, and it mentioned that he was trying to get as far away from possible after Barbara died.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
He's definitely talking about a monster. Wasn't in the 50s that US homes had bomb shelters or something? Yeah, for the Cold War. We're always scared of getting nuked. Spider Monkey every 2 hours, or so. Maybe we'll do
Whatever
one
killed Barbara.
at the end of this game. I think he was so traumatized by Barbara's death that he hid himself away. That's what I'm thinking, Relentless.
And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
He sealed himself in here.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
We go backwards. Happy 500 follower! Thank you so much, Therapy Android. Holy cow, 500 bits. Thank you. It's honestly all up to you guys, and I can't say this enough, but you guys are so amazing for coming, hanging out, showing support, playing these awesome games with me, and just sharing the humor and the experiences and everything. You guys are awesome.
Whatever's out there.
Thank you again, Therapy.
I want you to know, I'm ready for it.
I was the 500th. Oh my god. You know, I'm not exactly sure who was the 500th, to be honest.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Actually, I think Reputation was 513 or 514. To be
I don't
totally
mind
accurate.
if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
This is pretty. He's getting out.
I
He's
can
free.
already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, what a shitty way to go. He just got out. Wham! That was a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That sucks. The train was late that day. So the train was causing the shaking. That's right, Relentless. And he was saying at the very end there, I could feel the sun on my face, and then you saw the light from the train come in. That wasn't the sun, dude. That was a different kind of light. And you know what's a bummer?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
He was a big fan of trains. Look at this. He had like a train set and everything. Poor guy. Poor Walter. He had enough, what is this? Concord grape jelly to last a lifetime. Alvino's cereal. Extra crispy. Okay, so can we go out the same hole he created, maybe? I don't know why we would want to do that. We'd leave the house. Behind here. Oh, it looks like we're outside. Oh, Nate! Holy cow. I got a scoop for work right now, but I'll be around at 8:30 p.m. Happy 500 followers. Dude, thank you so much, Nate. We need a new voice. Switch it up every time. Let's do this is like a Daft Punk. Thank you so much, Nate, for the 500 biddies. You're amazing. It's grocery time. Lurk, thank you for the lurk ditty. But seriously, thank you so much, Nate. That is awesome. You have a great day at work. Hopefully it goes by quick, and we'll see you later tonight, man. Good, he wasn't just eating peaches. Yeah, he had some variety. Although he had a schedule, and he said that's what kept him sane, was just living on a schedule. So I guess that's why he had peaches at noon or midnight, whatever time that was. Spider monkey, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. Walter was
Maybe
afraid
she
of
was
the
afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oh, that'd be creepy. Walter was afraid of the monster that killed Barbara, Molly, and Calvin. You can see how this family is causing their own misfortune. Yeah, there might be some history of mental stuff going on with this family.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
How creepy is that? What if you had someone living under your house and you had no idea?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
We can go in this hole. Let's not get hit by the train ourselves now.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe two. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Relentless. The Mole Man. That's absolutely true, I bet.
and found out what happened to everyone else.
Oh, and thank you for the alert, Nate. Earn those extra tokens for the
But
next
now I'm
giveaway.
worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
I'm just curious. 12 hours. That's 60 minutes. That's six tokens an hour you win. Times 12. And then times 2 if you're subbed. You can earn a whole lot of tokens
Maybe
this
we
stream.
believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
See, that's what you were saying, Relentless. It's just them believing in it. Made it real. 2005. He was living underground underneath that house in like modern times. That's pretty. What is that over there? Something to keep ships from running into that? You work towards what you
I don't know
focus
if I
on,
should
really.
even be writing this.
True. Yeah, your mental abilities of thinking things into reality is actually very strong.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Some people make themselves sick just from thinking about it, you know? Like if you think that you have a disease, you can actually make yourself sick in a way.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Who is she writing to?
And the history you're a part of.
Listen, you learn from the part of the story you focus on. Ooh. Could she be having a baby? Because she's supposed to be the last Finch. That would make sense. Is the character's name Nancy? No. It is Edith. The game's called What Remains of Edith Finch. She's very negative. Negative Nancy.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
And she's only 17 right now, I think.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Maybe she's not pregnant. Maybe she's just writing all this down to catalog for a possible future family members, you know? And she talked about the story you are a part of, so it might be her baby. It could be. Ooh, that's young. That'd be a lot of responsibility for a 17-year-old. Especially with this kind of history, right? No family to support her. They're all dead.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Plus, she's injured. Remember, we saw her hand earlier, and it was in a cast. Oh, there's the swing that killed that one boy. Which one was that? Calvin, the spaceman. That's right. And that's where he fell off. Right there. Okay, which way do we go? There's like a whole bunch of different ways.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's depressing.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
What? That's just wrong. Oh, we're going to the cemetery right now. Yeah, how'd that work out for him? Did you miss that part, Spider Monkey? Didn't work out too well. He did fly, though. That's what he wanted to do, was fly.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
Let's see, if she's the last remaining Finch, there is no one else for her to pass these stories on to other than a possible baby. We just don't know if she actually is having the baby right now, or if she's cataloging all this for the future.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh no, look at all the pets.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Okay, this is amazing. Derpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco. These are cool names. Zoe. Christopher. That was the hamster, I think. Shadow. Bob. Oliver. Oh, some of them have images, yeah. No, Christopher was the fish. That's right. Shadow's a cat. Oliver the bunny. Bob the dog. And Shotzi. I don't know what shot. Oh, that's a doghouse. That was a dog too.
Sven built the house, but it was
family.
Edie who designed the cemetery.
That's kind of interesting. They have pet cemetery right next to the family cemetery. Bailey. And apparently there was a frog, but we can't see the name. Derpy is the best. Molly. Calvin. We've seen both of them. Sven. We haven't seen how Sven died, did we? Edie. We haven't seen how Edie died. Walter, we just saw him. And Barbara, we saw her.
I'm
there's
sure
more up
Odin's
here.
monument had been Edie's idea.
Froggy. It goes
My
with
mom
the...
was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Froggy goes with the theme of Derpy. Chirpy. Lurpy. Wow, look at that.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, this is cool.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That was the one that the hurricane tore right off. That's what killed Odin, I think. Yeah, they had to rebuild a whole bunch of it. And then they just kept building. See, was that all I was supposed to see? Maybe I missed something. No, I think that was it. I can't do it again. That's right, the
Edie's
fireplace.
side was always easier for me to understand.
Made of
But
the
the
old
older I
bricks.
get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh, we missed these. Sam.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
These must be all of her brothers. Gus, Sam, and Gregory. I don't think we've seen them yet.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton, we watched him, I think. Sanjay? Oh. And Lewis. What's Sanjay Kumar? That's a different last name. It's kind of interesting.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
The kids passing away?
Part of me thinks
That's
this is
really
what
sad.
she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean, super depressing, but imagine how cool this would be to discover all this stuff, too. Like a real-life family mystery. Hey, Toma, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. And have you seen this game before?
But looking back on it now,
Dun dun dun! Very morbid.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
There we go. There's the answer. She is pregnant. 22 weeks. Life is really good. Doing a 12-hour stream today, which is both super exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm curious how I'm going to hold up. Mostly my voice. I have a ton of water, so we'll see how this goes. See, there's your answer. I didn't spoil it. They gave hints, but I like how she put that in there. How's life with you, man? Let's see. She is pregnant and doing all this dangerous stuff. Yeah, has she learned nothing from her family? This is a very appropriate song for this stream. Or for this game. We're going to be needing this a lot. What's funny is it just kind of
I never
fits
met
in
Grandpa Sam,
with the
but
game automatically.
I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Never. Okay, so this is her grandpa we're going to see next. At some point, you just let Georgie take over. He's just sitting on here growling for you guys. Although, I'd have to change the voice modifier. So it does this all the time and doesn't need a button pressed down. It's good just watching from my Xbone. Oh, cool. I've never watched Twitch on a console. How are the apps on the console? Okay, before we jump in here, I'm going to take my first break. Where are we at? About an hour and a half. Gotta hit the restroom, say hi to Andy, making sure she's okay, and probably grab a little snack. So, what I'm going to do... We should probably save it. Can we save it? I must save automatically. Let's see, I often watch streams on my PS4 if I don't want to chat. Oh, that's good, so you get it on the big screen. I bet chatting from a console using that keyboard would be a pain in the butt. So what the plan is rather than just going to a screen like this when I'm gone, I'm going to keep you guys entertained. Unfortunately, this game, it looks like I have to mute the game. Let's see, how do I get to my volume controls? It's not letting me see it on the screen. There we go. This is a little complicated. What I'm trying to do... Oh, yeah. Love that song. I have to go to the volume mixer. There we go. So what I need to do is mute the game because we are going to switch over to a video that you guys can watch of a previous stream. And what I want to do is keep this video going, so every time I take a break, you get a little bit more of this other game. So it's constant streaming, basically. Let's see, I want to watch on Apple TV, but I have the chat on my phone. Oh, that's even better. So you get the ease of chatting on the phone plus the big screen. Let's see. Things are all right for you, Tomo? That's good. Let's see. That clip is a pretty good summary of what Eurovision is all about. Oh, nice. The show in between the show. That's right. So you guys might not have ever heard of this game that I'm about to show you. It's called Phantasmagoria. It's one of my favorite old school point and click games. I streamed this back in January. This is before the big Brian Deckert raid. And yeah, check it out. I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm going to switch over. I need to change my scene right here. Hopefully this is pretty seamless. There we go. I'm going to hide myself. There we go. Never played that. Interesting. It's all full motion video. Super cheesy looking. So I will be right back, guys. And I also wanted to wait a few minutes just in case anybody trickles in, because it's kind of a story game. You're pretty much watching like a movie, honestly. So it'd be cool if people could see it from the very beginning if they were going to drop in at 8 o'clock. So I asked earlier, but are you off for the weekend? Got some free time? And this game gives me so much nostalgia. It's crazy. My dad got it when I was real young, and I watched him play through a lot of it. And then I got to try it out. And it was a little creepy for me at the time. I was probably like, I don't know, 10 or 11 when I first played this game. I mean, now it's all super cheesy, but at the time it was like super cutting edge graphics. Let's see. I'm here. Well, I mean, like, no more work or anything this weekend. Yeah, you're the first, man. I'm glad you could drop in. Okay, so before we start the game, it has kind of an intro that it doesn't play when you click new game, so we have to do this separately. So let's go ahead and fire this guy off. The acting's super bad. Prepare yourself. Plants vs. Zombies. How old were you when you played that? It's so cute. How could it scare you? Now, I know this game well enough, I can pretty much do all the puzzles from memory. Nine years old? Wow. So I've played through this game a lot, but it's been a while. I always liked the theme song to this game. This is what computer graphics used to look like. Way before Toy Story. That got me the first time I saw it when I was a kid.
Adrian.
God.
What's the matter, sweetheart? Oh.
No, it's horrible.
It's just a bad dream. You don't ever have to be afraid of anything.
I think he's got better hair than she does. Oh, almost had a nip slip there. Maybe I should have made this stream for mature audiences. I don't know. It's all kind of tame by today's standards, to be honest. Except the end. There's some gruesome stuff at the end. Alright, so we'll start a new game. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a channel name. Does it give me enough letters for that? Yeah. So do you still play Plants vs. Zombies, or do you still like enjoy those games? I played one of those, what do you call them? The third-person shooters, like those team-based games. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. It's kind of like I don't know, Call of Duty, but like cute. Oh, this is weird. The game lets you pick which chapter you want to start in. I never quite understood that. What's funny though is you see how there's 7 chapters? The game, when it first came out, came on 7 CDs. Like, it was unbelievably big at the time. But because there's so much video, they didn't really put a whole lot of stuff on each disc. Like, not a lot of gameplay. You had to swap out all the time. Yeah, I didn't bother with a green screen this time just because I'm on the corner
Morning, honey.
in the stream,
sweetheart.
so I don't really need
How about
to
some coffee?
block
Yeah,
anything off,
big
you know?
one.
Doesn't help to use a green
Somebody
screen.
kept me up last night.
Well, I'm sorry. I had a nightmare. You didn't seem to mind so much last night.
Oh,
Giggity.
no. Was probably just spending the night in a new house.
There's some good
Yeah,
graphics.
I know.
It looks so real.
I have to admit, this place is kind of strange.
If they're made of
Yeah,
like
it's
100
different.
pixels.
You know, I bet the guy that built this place must have been really bizarre.
Well, hi, Spaz.
How you doing, huh?
What are you gonna do today, sweetheart?
Well, I don't know. I'm almost finished unpacking. Thought maybe I'd do a little exploring.
Yeah.
How about you?
Did you see that bathroom yet on the 2nd floor?
Yeah.
I like that. I think I'm gonna turn it into a photo lab for myself. Keep me busy for a week or so.
Okay, we are back, guys. So, who has seen that game before? I thought I saw that Seamless. I thought I saw that Therapy. You had played that game before? It definitely has vibes of Gabriel Knight. Same company actually made it, Sierra. Okay, so before I jump back in the game, I need to fix the volume mixer because I had muted the game. There it is. I'm going to keep this thing open. A nightmare about long... I was reading that in chat, Therapy. I have no idea what that means. Not a clue. I haven't seen Iron Aura in the stream for a while. I've never seen that game before, but it looks amazing. I'm not sure how much breaks we'll have. We probably won't even get more than like an hour into that game. I'm going to pause it there and leave it, so the next time I take a break, you'll see more of it right there. But I'll probably stream that game again at some point, because I freaking love that game. Alright, play. There we go. So we're just about to go into Sam. This is our grandpa's room, I think.
They were both pretty intense.
Bam, bear, staring right at you. I've never seen that game before, but it looks amazing. So imagine Gabriel Knight, but way more cheesy and more gory. It's much more of like a haunted house jump scare kind of vibe than Gabriel Knight, which is really more realistic, like detective game. Oh, cool. Photos. The first selfie. Oh, she loves that.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Oh, we get to take our own pictures. This is kind of neat. Okay, what do we want a picture of here? Oh, here she is.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
This is real John.
I'm gonna take
Not
some pictures,
6 months ago John.
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Oh, now we're the girl, Dawn, taking a picture. That little island.
You're right,
Tomato.
Dad. It's starting to
Thank you
clear
for the
up.
lurk.
Still
Gonna lurk for a few
freezing, though.
minutes. I'm streaming to get... Oh, I'm trying to get the stream on my TV. Or I'm streaming to get the stream on my TV. I think you're trying to get the stream on your TV. Apparently that's not what I was supposed to take a picture of. Oh, there's a bird.
Aw.
There we go. This one's going to be real sad. That one was fun with Barbara. That was more fun than anything. Most of them are sad. Oh, there's more birds there now. I was going to say, I wish Nate was here. He could tell us about these birds. He's our resident bird expert, right?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Let's get a picture of him
Hold still while I take a
pissing.
picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing.
Sadness is fun. What's the difference?
I'm just saying. I'm not always going to be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Oh, am I taking boring photos? I'm sorry.
Last
Animals.
time I was with my brother Calvin.
Probably want animals. I'll take a picture of a mug.
That was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
I hear birds, I just don't see any birds.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Aha!
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Found it. Let's see, I remember this part, and it only reaffirms my belief that these people are super reckless and or subconsciously putting themselves and others in danger. I don't remember this part at all. There's a
Before you
couple I
take the shot,
remember,
let me get a picture of you.
but it's been so long. What are we getting a picture of? looking for. I thought maybe there was supposed to be a deer or something.
Dad,
Oh, there she is.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
What is she aiming at? Oh, get a picture of you. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Let me get behind you.
Now we can see what she's aiming at.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
I love you 500. Avengers, right?
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we
Love you too, buddy.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I felt like I
Great
shot it.
shot, Dawn!
Oh man, the gore and everything's flying out. Let's just get a nice selfie of our daughter traumatized.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera.
Oh no.
Try not to think about...
Dad!
Dang. This family and Cliffs don't get along.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Rest in peace. Sorry, Sam. That one was like truly an accident. To me, that one didn't seem like, you know, it was like them doing something really reckless. A lot of times people will take a picture when you hunt. But dang, that was kind of crazy. And now we have a picture of Dad's death in the family album. How fun. Nowadays, that would get a whole lot of hits on social media, right? Become Instagram famous. Oh, it's a spaceman. Kind of like, which one was it? Walter? I forget. He could have checked the deer was dead instead of taking the photo. I mean...
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he checked the deer very closely, did he? And he sent, what was her name? Dawn? Dawn up there with the deer first. That's dangerous, too. Is someone requesting the sad sound, or was it in the game? That was actually somebody requesting the sound. I know, it's almost too perfect, isn't it, Therapy?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
It blends super well. Oh, that's a cool stuffed cat. It's kind of morbid. That must have been one of their previous family members. But looks like it's about to smash that squirrel. Airline ticket. I'm probably not supposed to go over here. It's very dark. He wasn't being as reckless as some other Finches, but he wasn't being super careful. Yeah. That one truly felt like an accident. Oh, that's not a cast. She has like a cool, like a knitted arm thing. I guess it's like a fingerless glove, maybe?
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
There was one house I lived in as a kid. It was in, I must have been like 5 to 10 years old or something, but this house was so memorable. It was huge, and it had 3 stories, and we actually had a fire pole, like you'd see at a firehouse for firemen, that went from the 3rd floor all the way down to the 1st floor. It was freaking amazing. I just think of all the crazy stuff in this game, and it, like, I've never been in a house like this, but that's the closest thing I can remember to something that was anything like this. That was very unique. Yeah, see, that sound will be played a lot with this feel-good game. Yes, it will. Oh, Gregory. This is going to be a baby one. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Apparently he liked Pac-Man. Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gregory and Gus. Gus? We're gonna need that rest in peace therapy when we watch that one. Divorce contract. Sam Finch.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I think they're supposed to be lily pad, Spider. Oh, we're a baby playing in the bathtub. Wait, when I move this frog, it moves the duck.
The rest of us don't.
Whoa, we're controlling the frog. This is pretty neat. This one is fun gameplay-wise.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Let me just go back to using my mind
Sam,
control.
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
There's floating ducks.
What his road was like.
This is cool. This baby has good taste in music. Do you think the baby's playing the music, or is this all in his head?
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
They're following me. Whoa!
Lost in his imagination.
I brought the whale down with me. I would bring toys back in the tub with me if I could do this. This is amazing.
they were going to name me Gus.
Cool mohawk. I should buy myself a kite. If you have good wind where you're at, it's definitely worth trying to do it at least once. And they're not super expensive. You can get really nice ones, but you don't really need a nice one. And he's got a skateboard. He was like a Bart Simpson of this family. How sad is that? Oh, check out that Monarch Anarchy. This is the rebel of the family. We all know that John's good at killing. I'm not killing any of these people. This is all prior history. I'm not doing any of this. Used to see people flying them when I was a kid. Oh, then you must have pretty good wind where you're at. You have a pirate kite? Of course you do, Spider Monkey. Of course you do. Wow, this kid had a whole bunch of chores, huh? Mop, mow yard. Oh, different. Look at Greg's chore. Be a baby. They have a rock wall in their bedroom.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Yeah, if you have like a sporting goods store, Rainbow, they would probably have it.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Even like a Walmart would probably have kites. See, John chose to ignore my question. Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry. Let me zoom back up a little bit. Oh, you missed the beginning of the stream, so please enlighten me on the reason you chose this game for 500 followers. Actually, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of games. This game in particular, a few people have requested it over and over in the Discord at different times. So I wanted to do this one just because it's such a cool game. It's short, so we can knock it out and just share a really cool experience with everybody. I'd love to be Greg. Just be a baby. That would be the best chore, right? Even when you're like 15. Be a baby. Dawn and Sanjay. Oh, Sanjay. So that's that... Oh, that's weird. So Dawn's boyfriend, I'm guessing, also passed away, and they buried him on this family plot. That's kind of weird. Let's see, wait, John. The years in the photo, he died when he was 13? I thought he was supposed to be an infant. Gregory was the infant. Gus was 13, I think. There was actually two different kids that died that were in this room. Unless you got left in the bath, John. True. Don't leave me in the bath, guys.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
But yeah, we're going to be playing a whole bunch of different games, Therapy. I want to do some Jackbox with you guys. I want to do that a couple times. Once, probably after this game, and then again way later tonight when different people are online. Let's see, my brother got left in the bath but lived because I was a good sister. You saved your brother. That's awesome, Relentless.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, rest in peace, Spider Monkey. Thank you for the biddies. Yeah, you literally saved his life. You basically reenacted this game in a way. Or maybe this game copied you. That probably happened way before this.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So now we have about 10 more hours. Oh my gosh.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
I try not to think about how long the stream has to go.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
I'm more just trying to save my throat, drink lots of water. Probably around 7 to 8 o'clock, I'll have some caffeine again. And then maybe...
And to see kids in the house again.
Break out some booze for the last few hours. See, I think this game affects me too much, even though I started watching in the middle. There's some serious emotional stuff in this game.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
It's so well done, though. And just every little detail you see around the house makes sense in the story of everything. Let's see, I was 5 and yanked him out of the tub on instinct.
Almost normal.
That's amazing, Relentless. You should have been in the newspaper or something for that. Holy cow.
But it didn't last.
Scientific method. Oh, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. There's a laptop.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Who else got a castle when they were 10 years old?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
That's right. So Milton didn't die. He just went missing, 1992 to unknown. So, quote unquote, little known fact. I'll tell you a little bit later. But this relates to a different game, actually. Kind of an Easter egg. Maybe we'll play that other game on the stream. I don't know. Milton liked to paint. See you in a little bit, Therapy. Thank you for the lurk.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, I love doing those little flip book animations. I never did one that long. Paints a door. See ya. And that's it. That's how he went missing. So
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That's a 2003? I think it says 2003. Mine was like a simple bouncing ball, though. I know I'd always do the simplest ones, like a stick figure or something. I just can't draw, so I would do the best I could. So, what this whole Milton thing is and how he's not dead but he's missing, the guys that made this game, I can't think of the company's name off the top of my head, but they made another game before this called The Unfinished Swan. I think it's only on PlayStation. I don't think it's on PC. And I think I have it, but I've never played it. Beyond like a
Mom
demo
spent
or
months
something.
searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
What's interesting though is in the game, everything is white. You're like on a blank canvas of like a painting canvas, just paper, and you throw these like balls of paint, and if there's something there, it lands on it, splatters, and shows you more of the world. And you kind of explore this world that way, throwing paint and discovering more and more. It's an interesting looking game. It might be cool to stream sometime.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
And that's kind of an Easter egg that's the same kid that was in that game. He just disappeared. So that makes me think in Unfinished Swan, he doesn't get out. I'm not sure what happens at the end of that game. Oh, that's a dead end. Yeah, I'll have to check to see if I have it on PlayStation. I want to say it was free for PlayStation Plus back on the PS3, actually. Maybe not the PS4. Okay, so we came in this way. We probably need to go up.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, this one's pretty cool. I remember this one. Lewis.
Everyone
was
always told me to stay out of Lewis's room.
22.
Except Lewis.
Yeah, I really like the Lewis story. See, now this is the kind of swing I'm talking about. You can put that in a precarious place because you're not moving too much. You can just get an awesome view. But don't put like one of those huge swings on a cliff. That's just asking for trouble. If Rebecca was my favorite, this is probably my second favorite. At least that I can remember off the top of my head.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
It just smells like weed and booze. Yeah, the one that worked at the cannery.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
So we grab a fish, chop off its head,
He kept working at the
toss it
cannery,
in there.
but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
I don't know I could do this
His
kind of
mind
work.
began to wander.
Ooh, I'm controlling a wizard. So this is cool. I'm using the mouse to control the hand with the fish, and I'm using the keyboard to control the little wizard in that game. Oh, this was
I asked him to
totally me at
describe
school and work.
He said he started small,
Thinking about games while I'm actually doing schoolwork or work.
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Oh, I'm failing to toss these fish. Get out of there. I can't multitask very well.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh, check out that. Is that a
And
dragon?
things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
There's a fish in the game.
But he took it very seriously.
This is so well done.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
The graphics keep getting better and better. I see auto
But he
beat
found
back.
something more.
Seen a little bit rainbow.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Hey, who doesn't daydream
Methodical,
at work a little
tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
bit? I mean, how could you do this work and not daydream, to be honest?
I even encouraged him.
You notice the game keeps taking up
It
more
seemed
and more of
very
his vision?
promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A donkey friend. A doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis.
I love how when you chop
He
the
built the
fish,
city up slowly,
chops in the
brick
game.
by brick. Then he made musicians.
I freaking love this game. It's so cool.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Andy totally just came in here and jacked my snack. No, but
And
you
he
can
was
have
always
it on it
humming
later.
something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But
just
his
got-
chopping was as reliable as ever.
It just became very distant from
And
everything.
one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Well,
So
obvious.
he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Oh, that's like Mario grabbing on the fire pole
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
or flagpole.
It became a game for him.
And now I'm controlling the ship.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Joncadia. It's a good name for a town.
St. Louis.
It is kind of hard
drifting away from our reality.
multitasking just the game and then chat at the same time, and my wife stealing my snacks. Got like 4 things going on at once.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Wow. Just worked all night long.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
That's kind of creepy. Just became obsessed.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Ooh, beautiful prince or handsome queen, guys? What do you guys want? What did we hear rumors of? Oh, it's taking me. I can't stop it. Prince or queen? I'm trying to go right down the middle. Queen. Okay, that's the first one I saw.
Handsome queen.
I'm always game for beautiful prince. I missed that one. I like how they mixed it up. Beautiful prince and handsome queen. You'd think they'd be the other way around, you know? But they broke the stereotype.
The queen was on her own quest for...
radiant rainbows or sinister serpents? I'm fine with a handsome queen, too. Oh, no! I thought I could stop there. Rainbows. Let's do it. Oh, no, we got 2 serpents. Can we turn this around?
Sinister serpents.
Barely made it. We had 2 versus 1. Serpents. I think of that one girl that became that monster with the tentacles.
He followed the sound of her...
electric sitar or silver harp. That'd be cool if I can grab that creature and stick it in the chopper. People used to say handsome before beautiful. I did not know that. Sitar, okay. Turn this boat around.
Electric sitar.
Pretty.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Notice there's no background anymore, just a game. Game and fish.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Which game have you been the most obsessed for in your life? That just, all you could do is think about that game.
But he was so proud of having created it.
That's cool.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Tetris. That was a very addictive game.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Oh, Mass Effect. That's a great series.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I love how the graphics in this game keep getting better and better. Spider Monkey, this one now. This game.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, there's like a little door inside the big door. That's kind of cool. Oh wow, now we're in the real world. If I was overly obsessed with the game, for me it was probably 2 games. Ultima Online and EverQuest. Something about MMOs, especially when you're young and you have a lot of free time, it's easy to just completely lose yourself in them. You're on like the internet all the time, researching stuff, looking up how to find cool things, and then those games, they can eat up so much of your free time.
Began to forget the world we know.
Oh, this has to be his. Oh, that looks like a... Is that the new Nintendo Switch Lite? Notice it doesn't have Joy-Cons.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis,
He
the
thinks
cannery worker.
he's going into like a castle right now. And this game saw it coming. Asheron's Call. Andy played Asheron's Call a bunch. I never did play that one.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Look, looks like he's working, but he's not doing anything.
I still thought I could save him.
Don't go to the light. Don't do it.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
You can still hear the sound effects. It's so nostalgic thinking about those. Whoa.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
This is cool. So jolly.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Oh, look at the cat. It reminds me of the giant cat demons in Bloodstained. Molly. They don't have faces. It's a little creepy. Well, hello there. Yeah, the mom named him Molly. They mentioned that
waited, holding his crown.
in one of the notes. It's so cool how everything comes around. This is a very well thought out game.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
We're going to get the crown.
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My glass
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
took the coaster with it. Yeah, when I was first watching that spider, I thought he was going to lose his hand and bleed out. That scared the crap out of me. It's funny, I can't really show it too well. I guess I could do it on camera, but I have that huge mug, you know, of water, and it's underneath my microphone loop, so it's kind of hard for me to properly get out this mug and not drag the coaster with it. That's so good because Amiris' job chopping off the fish's head. Oh, that's true, a funny thing. So we've actually found quite a few of them already. I love that. It looks like a classic Logitech gaming keyboard. God, imagine that view in your room. That is so cool. And the guillotine looked like a fish. It was like a big golden fish head, kind of. This is a sweet looking room, to be honest. What is that right there? Theodore's Quality Cigars. Okay. Oh wait, this takes me back out that way. I don't think we want to go that way. I think we are going this way. Yeah, as far as these walking simulator goes, this is probably my favorite.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell
That is
Edie.
the perfect emote for that scene. Am I going
I'm
up or
not sure
down?
if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
So now
We'd stayed.
she's talking about when they left the house. Hacking peanuts everywhere.
But I understand why we left.
Aw, 10 biddies. Thank you, Spider Monkey. You know, I used to watch ads on Twitch all the time to get bits, and then after a while it just stopped working for me. And I looked it up online, and it seemed like some people could watch them and other people couldn't. I couldn't figure out why.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh, that's sad. Every death. To Teach and to Learn by Dawn Finch. So she was a writer. Oh. Oh, Disaster Relief, Sanjay.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Would that make Sanjay like our father? Am I
Maybe
thinking
should
of
have
that right?
come sooner.
The more you know. Look how bright these stars are. Is that glow in the dark? That's impressive.
But it had to end one way or another.
Considering that area would not get hardly
All
any
that's left
sunlight.
now was to tell you about that last night.
Oh, now she's going to write her own story.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Sad.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Dun dun dun. If Edith wouldn't leave when there was like a fire, she's not gonna leave just because the kids want to go.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Let's see, I once watched an analysis video of this game, and the person who made it thought Edie was the antagonist of this game. Not in that she was trying to get anyone killed, that she was the one who kept these stories alive and made everyone else believe in the family curse. That's an interesting thought. I never thought of it that way. You have some nice nails for someone on a mission, right? She knew she was gonna be filmed in the game. She got a nice manicure beforehand.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Curse.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dang. Oh, the history of the Finches.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
I've actually forgotten quite a bit of this.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That's cool.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
I gotta say, it'd be neat to be a part of a
When
family
the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
that had such a crazy history, you know? Makes my family seem so boring by comparison.
I got turned around.
Oh, where am I? I just did a 180. Hopefully that was
I
correct.
started seeing things.
Dear.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Let's see. My family is small, but we've got our fair share of crazy people. We're not quite this interesting, but I do have plenty of wild stories. Stories is really what makes life worth living, isn't it?
They felt like old friends.
It's so much fun to
That
get
night,
together with
A lot of things came back to me.
friends and family and just make some fun new stories.
Or maybe I came back to them.
She found her way. I'd be scared to death to come out here because you don't know when that tide is coming back in.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Oh, creepy.
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, there she is.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Oh, I'm controlling. I was like,
few
thought I was
years
watching a
went by.
cutscene.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Answer?
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
And now we know John is the kind of person who would leave a high-fiving, not on purpose.
Until I found out about you.
Only because, I didn't notice it, or I didn't realize I was
I'm still
controlling.
not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Whoa, where'd the baby coming out right
This
now?
journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Oh.
Things didn't work out that way.
Oh, yeah.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
January 18th, 2017. I wonder if that's when the game came out. So we were playing Edith's child, not Edith the whole time. We were finishing up her story. For Shirley Dallas, 1948 to 2013. What a trip of a game, right? Holy cow. Oh, this is cool. It's probably like kid pictures of all the developers. That's neat. Look at Joshua on the arcade. Those are neat. Her child is What Remains of Edith Finch. But that's so true. It's a really poignant title for the game. I like that. Such a cool game. I'm glad I got to do that again. And it was right around the 2-hour mark. The first 30 minutes was kind of like BSing and doing the giveaway and hanging out, but we're 2 hours and 30 minutes into the stream. Oh, and I love all the little trinkets they put in this credit scene. Like Milton's gaming headset. There's the boat. There's the hookah and the paint for Milton, I think it was. Very beautiful game. Are there any other walking simulator games that you guys really like? I did try playing one on the PlayStation. I think it's on PC now too. It's from the people that made Dear Esther. I think it's called Everyone Has Gone to the Rapture. It's just a tragedy. That's all it is, Spider Monkey.
Just a tragedy.
It's a cool game, Hunchovy. It's really neat. It's just a really cool story, and I love how they, so artistically well done, how they blend everything together, jumping into like fantasy and dreams and things. I see, I like this story. It makes you wonder if a great story is what we want to live for, or is it making a difference in the world? That's an interesting way of thinking about it. Gosh, we're here just a short amount of time, aren't we? Let's see, did you notice that all of the kid pictures had some connection to each family member in a way? Oh, I didn't. I was more looking at the trinkets, because I knew the other ones was, I'm assuming the developers when they were kids. But that's really cool if they had that connection. I did notice there was that one kid on the arcade. Maybe that was kind of like the one that was working at that fish factory because he was obsessed with games. So cool. So yeah, if you guys have never played Everybody's Gone to Rapture, I don't know if I'm going to stream that game. It was an interesting experience. Beautiful game. And it has like pretty much the most beautiful soundtrack ever in a video game. But oh my god, is it slow. You're pretty much in like a very picturesque like town in like England or something like that. Reminds me of that area. And everybody's gone because everybody's gone to the Rapture. But you're pretty much exploring and you're seeing these like scenes almost played out by ghosts kind of. It's like this weird light that kind of gives you dialogue and story of what had happened before. And you just go from place to place, slowly unwinding the story. But it's very slow. There's really no gameplay. Like in this game, I actually controlled some action sequences and did some neat things. Nothing like that in that game. You really just kind of go from place to place and learn more about what happened. But it's a little slow. There's a movie called Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. It probably is in real life, to be honest. Oh, that's cool. And there's a whole development team. The end. Even the credit sequence was well done. That was neat. The replay the story option is now available. I guess that just means new game. But what a cool game. I hope you guys liked it.